Hello everybody, Nine and Des. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. How's everybody doing? Have a nice, healthy, happy, safe weekend? I hope so. So I hope everything's good wherever you're watching this from. I have breaking news. Breaking news. Jimmy Kimmel will be back on the air tomorrow night. News just came out about 15 minutes ago. I had to pee before I come outside, otherwise I would have got this out sooner. So yeah, at about 3:30 this afternoon, it was announced on CNN that Jimmy Kimmel will be back on the air tomorrow night. And after they announced that, talking about free speech and all the rest of the stuff, they had a correspondent on there, I forget her name, but she's an entertainment correspondent. She goes, oh, Disney was going to put him back anyway, it was just a suspension. Bullshit. Huge bullshit. I call bullshit on that all the way. They weren't going to put him back on. They were going to see how long they could milk this. They weren't going to put him back on until Jimmy Kimmel decided that he was going to sue them for $1 billion. Because that was last week there. The next day he had, or was it Tuesday? Tuesday he got the boot. He was had his monologue all written that he was going to kind of defend himself against how what he said was perceived, but he didn't get that chance. I can't imagine what that monologue is going to be like tomorrow night. I can't imagine. Jimmy Kimmel, Naughty Nana loves you. Be good, be safe, and take care of you first because you are fucking awesome. Good for you for standing by your guns. Now I hope NBC does the same for Seth Meyers and Jimmy Fallon. I hope they do the same. So there's that. And Conan, the barbarian, Conan is now the Republicans' nice guy because he doesn't curse like the rest of them do. And he's a little softer in his approach. So I think he's going to do the correspondence dinner this year because the black female that they had wasn't suitable. Is it because she was black or because she was female? I don't know. But anyway, congratulations, Jimmy Kimmel. Proud of you. Proud of you sticking to your guns. And I think it was his cousin, the one that does little side skits with him once in a while. I think it's Aunt Chippy's daughter or something. But she said there was going to be a big explosive comment come out later today. And I guess that was it. So Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air. So I hope these other stations, Disney learned a hard lesson that people don't give a shit, especially when their own stars from their movies are coming out and telling Disney to fuck off. Enough. Enough. So Donnie, how do you like those apples? It's like, anybody watch South Park? Cartman? How do you like them apples? So yeah, there's that. Now to the story I want to talk about. I want to talk about Nancy DISGRACE. I'm telling you, that woman. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Like me, love me, share me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I've noticed a lot of people from the analytics part of my channel that people are liking but not subscribing. But I guess that's a personal choice. I'll take what I can get. And I'm grateful for all my subscribers. I really am. I'm coming up on 54,000 people tuning in to watch this old broad. It's kind of humbling, you know what I mean? Because hangers on, you're the ones that started this ball game back when I had 60 subscribers like 5 years ago. So yeah. So I get 10,000 subscribers a year. Is that how we're working it? But anyway, yeah, grateful for everybody that's on here. Now, Nancy DISGRACE. You know what she's like. She's got a big mouth on her. She gets out there and she calls everybody down to the lowest except herself. And she's always the victim. But she's never the hero because she's got too much hatred to be a hero. It always has to be about her and how she's going to fight. She used to say that she fought for LGBTQ rights. She doesn't. She hates trans people. She hates gay people. She picked a fight with a gay man in a drugstore. And she goes, well, I know you're gay. And he goes, well, how do you know that? And she just kind of went, because I know. I'm a big proponent of gay people. What, do they have a fucking tattoo on their forehead or something that she knows people are gay? Seriously. Seriously. Now she's in the bathroom. Every time she sees somebody she thinks might be trans, she's in there. What's she doing? Looking under the stalls? But anyway, that's getting off the topic here. She is now on a big campaign to call out Corey Mills, who is another MAGA Republican from Florida, because I don't know any Republicans that aren't MAGA in Florida and are just almost as hateful as she is. But I'm sticking up for him this time. She said that he is stealing valor. That's awful rich coming from her. She has no valor, no integrity, no scruples. She's a thoughtless, disgusting human being. In my personal opinion, for entertainment purposes only, she fights for nobody but herself, and even then she makes herself look like an idiot. But, Corey Mills. First of all, let's go to why she thinks she's qualified, I suppose, to discuss whether somebody else has stolen valor. There's Vivi, having a little lay down in the leaves. She is, and every time she gets the chance, I was the first female that graduated from the Corps of Cadets from the Citadel College in South Carolina. Yeah, honey, you were, but you know what? When they first put women into those places, they don't put one in at a time. They usually put 3 or 4, the same as they did in West Point. They didn't have just one female with all those males. Because some of those males, just saying. So anyway, she graduated. I would say she was one of the females of the graduating class, but I don't know that because I don't know how many females were in her class. So, did you know that her dad, General Mace, she was born in Fort Bragg, by the way, and did you know that General Mace, at the time, her daddy, was the commandant at the Corps of Cadets at the Citadel, at Citadel College in South Carolina. He was the general in charge of all the new cadets. Who's going to tell the general, no, we don't want her? No admissions clerk's going to go up to the general and say, sorry, we're not taking her. Never going to happen. It's the same thing in the Navy, that chief warrant officer isn't going to be the top guy that the general talks to first when he needs to find out what his men are up to. The chief is like the general among non-commissioned officers. That man is God when even generals and colonels will bend to the wishes of a chief. Just saying. So, her daddy was in charge of the cadets, so he was both her father and the commandant of the school. And I think she wasted a space for another soldier that could have went there, got all that military knowledge, and went on to serve their country with valor, pride, and integrity. Something she never did. She went to that college to say, look what I did. I was the first one. She didn't give a shit. She didn't give a shit about the history of that college. She didn't give a shit about the people that went there. So, for you, Nancy. Everything is for her. She's a selfish bitch. Bet she is. So anyway, she is going on about Corey Mills stealing valor. He was in the army in 2003 during the Iraq War. That should never have been a war in the first place because it was a big lie that started that whole thing. But he was there, and I believe it was an APC or something similar to that. Got kaput. And a bunch of soldiers were racing around trying to help people, and apparently Corey Mills was one of the ones trying to help injured soldiers. The fella that was kaputted was one of Corey's buddies, and apparently he helped other soldiers while he himself and 4 others, or 5 others, I forget, received traumatic brain injuries because of the big kaboom. So, and they got injuries because when that went off, I guess you do all this stuff, right? So anyway, his team leader at the time wrote him and the other soldiers up for their award for a Bronze Star for being wounded in military combat. So he ends up getting his award. She's saying he doesn't deserve it. She said he was just an ambulance driver. Maybe he was the passenger in that ambulance that day. Were you there, Nancy? You didn't serve, you wouldn't know what it's like. How do you know? Unless you were there, you have no idea how other people feel. That's never stopped you before, though, has it? So yeah, she's all coming down on him for saying that he stole his valor. But I think when you yourself decide you're going to serve with honor and integrity and swear an oath to protect the Constitution, which you've done a couple of times. Now, every time you're sworn in, you swear that oath. You haven't tried to protect the Constitution since you became a member of Congress. Because you vote against anything that is constitutional. Anything the Mango Moose Knuckle wants, you'll vote for it. Anything Joe Biden wanted to make people's lives better, you voted against. So what kind of a person does that make you? I am not a Corey Mills fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I wasn't there to witness his service, but apparently his team leader was and recommended him and other soldiers for that same award. So you, Nancy DISGRACE, can take your busybody face, and maybe you've lived up to what your people on the chat have been calling you since you want to hate trans people and gay people. They called you a corca soaker. And that's what you said. Oh yeah, I get bullied all the time. I've got to up my security. That's only because you've got a big mouth and it's hateful. People don't like that. They fight back. Not that that's right. And that gives nobody a reason to hurt anybody for what words they say, including Jimmy Kimmel. Because when you stand up and fight, you win. But you just want to stand up and scream at people. You walk into a room and you figure because you're in the room, you're the most important. And you even become more important when you realize that there's a camera there. You don't even greet anybody in the room. You go straight to that camera. That's what you do. You go straight to the camera because it's all about you. It's always all about you, Nancy. You're a friggin' attention whore. That's all you are now. That's all you'll ever be. An attention whore. And I really hope that the people of South Carolina really do see you for who you are. You can't go on your dad's valor in his service. He earned his. You're earning your reputation too. You're earning your reputation by opening your big mouth and saying horrible things about other people. You're earning everything. You are getting what you so richly deserve. Ain't that the truth? That's not good for my video. You are getting what you so richly deserve, Nancy DISGRACE. You know, your parents might have taught you about pride, integrity, and guts, valor, pride in one's country and the Constitution. But you know, once you become an adult, they really have no control over you. And guess they're kicking their ass a little because you are not the person that a general would have raised. Just saying. This is all for entertainment purposes only, I must say. So love me, like me, share me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Analytics are showing people are liking it but not subscribing, like I said. But not like I'm going to make you. It's free to do whatever you like, right? Free to subscribe, free not to subscribe. 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 Okay, anyway, Nine loves you. Be good, be safe. Please take care of you first so you can take care of somebody else. I love you so much. I really do. My heart's happy. Jimmy Kimmel's back on the air tomorrow night. Can't wait. Can't wait. Look at that mutt. My little muddy. Oh, good girl, Viv. Shall we go and get a treat? Vivi, let's go get a treat. Come on, Mommy's going in without you. She don't care. She wants to lay in the leaves. Anyway, you can take care of somebody else. We all need some taken care of, don't we? We need some taken care of. I love you all. Bye for now.